Everybody swears Nicki and Cardi hate each other because of one shoe and a couple tweets.
None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
Nah, that ain't the root. This beef is older, colder, and way more expensive than y'all think. It's the machine. One throne, two killers, and a whole industry that prints money every time they breathe the same air. Let me show you where it actually broke. Not the memes, the moments. Studio politics, video set confusion, managers whispering play nice while the budgets say pick a side. And the fans? Bruh, the fans turned into unpaid PR teams running ops on Twitter like it's Game 7.
And when it comes to this Cardi-Nicki beef, I'ma just say this one thing and go. Love both of those ladies, but one is a rapper and one is a performer. We have to remember that. One is a rapper, one is a performer.
I don't like where this is going.
One has been writing and dedicating and putting so much into the craft for over 10 years, and one was given a script and does really a great job at delivering. I love me some Cardi B real bad. I like Cardi, don't get it twisted, but I just would not compare a Uber Eats driver to the chef.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Here's the game plan. We gonna rewind just a little to the collab that felt like a handshake but moved like a chess trap. Then we hit Fashion Week, the night everybody thinks started it all. And I'll tell you why that was just the receipt, not the cause. After that, follow the money. Festivals, brand deals, chart spots, scarcity mindset turns sisters in rap into gladiators. Keep listening, because I'm going to point to the exact sentence that killed the peace talks. The one line that made silence feel like losing. And by the end, you'll see why this can't die. Not with these algorithms, not with these egos, and definitely not with y'all refreshing for sub-tweets at 3 a.m. Stay locked. I'm answering 3 things. Who actually benefited most after that Fashion Week chaos? Did that friendly collab doom them from jump? And are labels low-key happier with them beefing than collaborating? Let's talk about it. Alright, before the shoes flew, before the kids got dragged, before the timelines melted, it started right here. MotorSport. You remember that? The so-called female unity anthem? Migos, Cardi, Nicki, everybody smiling like it's love in the studio? Yeah, that was cap. Here's what really went down. Nicki recorded her verse first. Offset allegedly told Cardi Nicki approved her feature, but Nicki claimed she ain't even know Cardi was on it till the track dropped. So already, somebody lying or somebody playing telephone with $1 million egos. Cardi gets asked about it in interviews trying to play it cool. Oh yeah, Nicki's cool, it's all love. But her face said otherwise.
Are you good with Nicki? Are you two? Are you?
I spoke to her before. I saw her in person before.
What happened?
We spoke about things.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like getting into detail because it's like, you know, like I'm
not trying to get the gossip. I'm just saying, are you good or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, when I heard the track,
right,
her verse was in Finnish.
Y'all know what's going on, and so do I.
Well, it's not the verse that is on right now. And you know, Quavo told me like to get on the song, and I just felt like it's a perfect opportunity for me to be on a track that is that's big like them.
True.
Because those are 2 big people, and I just started in the game.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I know that if I get on this record, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nicki sees that clip, feels like Cardi sneak dissing instead of thanking her. Pride hit both sides. 2 Bronx level egos, 0 communication. And then the video shoot. They ain't even filmed together. How you drop a unity record and can't be in the same room?
How?
Nah, something's off. Fans saw through it. Why Nicki shot solo? Why Cardi acting weird?
Why?
The blogs turned confusion into content. By the time Nicki did her interview crying about being painted like the bad guy, I really thought she'd say thank you for giving her that verse. It was over. The trust broke. From that day, Cardi felt Nicki was fake. Nicki felt Cardi was ungrateful. And behind the scenes, labels loved it because controversy equals clicks. Clicks equals streams. Streams equals chart placements. So no, this ain't start with no random tweet. It started when 2 powerful women got trapped in a chess game neither of them set up. Migos dropped the song and the industry dropped the match.
Let's go.
See, after Motorsport fell apart, that's when the whole rap universe started tilting. Cardi B didn't just blow up, she erased her ceiling. One minute she's wildin' on love and hip-hop, next minute Bodak Yellow goes #1.
Sensational.
And it wasn't just a hit, it was a moment. First solo female rapper at #1 since Lauryn Hill in 1998. That's historic. That's pressure. Nicki had been the only queen in the castle for almost a decade. Brand deals, awards, pop collabs, pink everything. She fought for that spot. So when the world crowned Cardi overnight, that throne started feeling crowded. But it wasn't just ego, bruh. It was money. Festivals only budget one female headliner. Brands pick one face of female rap. So Cardi's win equals Nicki's paycheck looking lighter. That's industry math. And the media, man, they ate it up. Every headline was, "Is Cardi the new Nicki?" They didn't say two queens, they said replacement. That word alone makes a legend see red. Imagine building a whole empire, then watching Twitter call somebody else the new you. That'll sting anybody. Cardi, meanwhile, was just living her fairy tale. Grammy wins, Bruno Mars features, brand deals flooding in, and Nicki's fans read every success as a shot at their idol. Like Cardi couldn't breathe without it being shade. By 2018, it wasn't Nicki versus Cardi anymore. It was Barb's versus Barty gang. And those armies turned the internet into a war zone. Every tweet, every look, every lyric picked apart like court evidence. It was beautiful chaos, unless you were either of them. Because now they could not compete. The system ain't built for peace, it's built for numbers. And numbers come from beef.
That's typically how the bullshit goes, you feel me?
Now here's where the beef really gets cursed. The system only got one crown to give. You ever notice that? There can be 20 trap dudes eating at once, but when it's the women, it's always who's the queen. Like it's a monarchy or something. Labels do it on purpose. It's cheaper. One woman to headline, one to brand, one to market. The rest, background noise. That's why they push this idea that only one can win. Divide and stream, baby. So when Cardi came up, instead of saying, cool, now there's two running it, the game turned it into a tournament. The industry thrives on drama. One queen sells empowerment, two queens sell controversy. They print money every time y'all argue about who's better. Nicki came up in a time when she had to fight for that spot. Think about it. She was surrounded by dudes calling her features pop, disrespecting her pen. So she learned to protect her throne like a soldier. Then Cardi walks in, all Bronx energy and Instagram slang, and the system whispers, "Hey Nicki, she trying to take your crown." And of course Nicki bit back.
I never found you funny. I never found you entertaining. I never found you smart. I just found you annoying.
Cardi ain't innocent either. She saw the lane, saw the throne empty for 1 second and said, I'll take it. That's hip hop. But that scarcity mindset, that's what turned sisters into rivals. It's what made Lil' Kim versus Nicki Minaj in the first place. It's why every time a new girl wins, another one gotta lose.
Oh Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
The throne ain't gold, it's bait. So the next time you see female unity trending, remember, behind the smiles are contracts, budgets, and marketing teams saying make it spicy, because peace don't chart, beef does. Man, this part right here, this where the fans turn from supporters to soldiers. The Barbs and the Barty gang, they don't even act like fans no more. It's political parties with no peace treaty. These people be doing FBI level research, bro. Tracking likes, deleting screenshots, digging up 2011 tweets like it's the Zapruder film. Every time Nicki sneezes, they post it like prophecy. Every time Cardi blinks, they call it shade. The algorithms love it, cause chaos feeds clicks. So Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all of them push the beef to the top of the feed. That's how the internet works. The loudest hate always trends faster than the quiet love. And you know what's crazy? Neither one of them even gotta do much anymore. They fans keep the feud alive for free. Nicki could post a Bible verse. The Barbs will say, see, that's for Cardi. Cardi could post a cooking video. Barty gang like, yep, that's shade at Nicki. Bro, I've seen cults with less dedication. It got to the point where both women started playing into it, dropping subliminals, deleting posts, timing tweets just right, because attention equals numbers, and numbers equals power. But the danger is when the fans start thinking they are the artists, when the internet war becomes part of their identity. That's why you see doxing, threats, hacking over lyrics, bro. The Barbs want to protect the throne. The Barty gang want to burn it down. And in the middle, two artists who could have made one of the hardest collabs of all time. instead fighting over who owns the crown. Now we reach the night everybody thinks started it all. Harper's Bazaar Icons Party, New York Fashion Week 2018, the night of the flying heel. Cardi walks in glammed up, energy on 10. Nicki's there too, posted with her crew. You'd think two megastars in the same room would keep it classy. Nah, not this timeline. Something snapped. Rumor is Cardi heard Nicki talking sideways about her motherhood, maybe her baby. She snapped. Security moves in. Cardi throws the heel. Everybody scrambling in Balenciaga and lace. Nicki stays cool behind the wall of bodyguards while Cardi gets escorted out with that big old knot on her forehead.
Who's laughing now?
Embarrassing.
The blogs go crazy. Nicki untouched, Cardi bleeding. Fashion Week ain't never seen a press run like that. The real winners, paparazzi and YouTube channels. Nicki hopped on Queen Radio the next week, called it humiliating, said Cardi made herself look dumb.
I could not believe how humiliated it all felt, because we, and I use we loosely, and I'm gonna clarify how we made ourselves look. And I'm gonna get back, but before I go, I want to say that I would never discuss anyone's child.
Cardi fired back on Instagram talking about, you talk about my child again and we gonna have problems. That was it. The bridge burned. No rebuild kit in sight. In the industry,
Oh my God! Wow!
fashion brands got clicks, labels got streams, and suddenly every award show was booked strategically to keep them apart. This was the moment peace became bad for business.
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
So when you see that picture of Cardi leaving with that bump on her forehead, don't just see a fight, see a checkpoint. That was when it stopped being rap competition and turned into a Lifetime series called Who Gets to Be the Queen? Harper's Bazaar wanted high fashion, they got high drama, and neither of these women been the same since. After that Fashion Week madness, things hit a whole new level. What was once personal now had propaganda. Nicki jumped on Queen Radio and started calling out payola, accusing Cardi of buying radio play. Like, bruh, you can't even win too hard in this industry without somebody yelling payola. Meanwhile, Cardi's like, nah, these hits organic. Y'all just mad I work harder. Then came the word Nicki fans love to throw around, industry plant. Basically saying Cardi didn't earn her spot, she was chosen. And here's the thing, maybe the industry did push her, but they didn't make people love her. That Bronx charisma was all her. Nicki, on the other hand, started feeling boxed out. She built her career fighting every male rapper on the charts. Now she gotta fight the label system, the media, and a new fan base that worships her rival. So every little thing Cardi did, every award, every feature, got rebranded as proof of industry favoritism. It turned into conspiracy rap. Roc Nation's behind Cardi. Atlantic sabotaging Nicki. Jay-Z plotting from the shadows.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Bruh, this ain't Illuminati. It's insecurity. But this is what happens when you mix ego, exhaustion, and algorithms. Every woman who breaks through gets labeled a puppet, and every woman who stands her ground gets called bitter. Either way, you lose. By 2019, Nicki's whole vibe shifted from competition to defense mode. Queen Radio became therapy, Twitter became a weapon, and every tweet was a sub. Meanwhile, Cardi stopped responding with words. She just started responding with numbers. Two different wars. Nicki's fighting the narrative, Cardi's fighting for domination. Both losing sleep, both feeding the beast. By 2019, the beef wasn't just personal anymore. It was profitable.
And I want to thank my haters too, because they be downloading my stuff so they can hear it and talk crap about it, but it benefits me.
She is right.
Media outlets figured out the formula. Nicki plus Cardi equals engagement. Every blog post, every gossip headline, every awards recap, guaranteed traffic. Then BET pulled the wildest move of all time. The network's official account, official bruh, tweaks during the Grammys, clowning Nicki after Cardi won. Quote, Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj is being dragged by her lace front.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Like, what?
What?
That's corporate level messy. Nicki said, bet, cool. Literally. She pulled herself and Young Money out of the BET Experience lineup that same day. I respect the speed. That's how you move when you tired of being played. That tweet was deeper than shade. It showed you the machine behind the mess. Cause these networks, labels, even award shows, they need rivals to stay relevant. If it's love and peace, numbers dip. If it's chaos, metrics explode. They pit women against each other, then act shocked when they swing. So while fans think they're defending their fave, they're actually pushing record execs as marketing plans. The beef became part of the business model. Cardi sells rebellion, Nicki sells legacy, the industry sells the fight. Bruh, they probably got analytics showing exactly how much a tweet war boosts streaming for both. By this point, neither woman could win without the other losing, and that's how the labels like it. A tug of war that never ends, keeps the charts buzzing. They turn sisterhood into strategy and peace into bad PR.
You're showing me how unserious you are.
And y'all wonder why this beef won't die. Now we at the heart of it. Forget labels, forget media. Sometimes two people just ain't built to coexist. Nicki's a perfectionist. She moves like a CEO. Everything's planned, branded, and polished. She writes her bars, controls her visuals, micromanages the rollout. The woman built her empire from scratch in a male-dominated game. That kind of control comes from years of fighting for respect. Cardi, she the opposite energy. Raw, impulsive, says whatever comes to mind. No filters, no team approval, no PR gloss. She's the hood girl who made it. That honesty made people love her, but it also made her reckless. So you got Nicki, who sees rap like chess, and Cardi, who plays it like street ball. Put them in the same room, and one gonna call the other fake, the other gonna call her ghetto. That's oil and fire, not oil and water. They're both alphas, both emotional, both used to be in the center of the room. Neither one bows first. They don't even blink first. So when pride got involved, apologies became impossible. Every subtweet felt like betrayal. Every silence felt like weakness. And honestly, I think both scared to lose more than they hate each other. Nicki can't admit another woman's success without feeling replaced. Cardi can't take criticism without feeling disrespected. That's the mirror they hate, because they're reflections of each other's insecurities. You ever met somebody you'd actually get along with if y'all weren't so much alike? Yeah, that's them. Two women who could have built an empire together, but pride made them competitors forever. This the part where the whole thing went from petty to personal. Once they dragged the kids into it, ain't no going back after that. Both of them mothers now, right? And motherhood changes how the world sees you and how you see yourself. Nicki's out here trying to show she can still run hip hop and raise a son. Cardi, she balancing being a mom of two with being a hit maker and an internet lightning rod. So every comment cuts deeper. Cause now it ain't just bars, it's legacy. Cardi once said, "Talk about me all you want, but don't talk about my kids." Nicki said the same thing in her own way. But when emotions run hot, them boundaries melt. And when they started tweeting about each other's children,
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Using real names, real birthdays, bruh, that was spiritual warfare, not rap beef. Kids used to be off limits. Always. You could diss an outfit, a verse, a flop, but not family. So the minute that line got crossed, it stopped being about music. It became about ego, trauma, and control. And that's what people forget. Both of these women came from survival. Nicki watched her father struggle with addiction. Cardi grew up fighting everything and everybody. Now they moms trying to protect their babies from the same pain, while triggering each other's old wounds at the same time. That's generational trauma on 4K, and the internet loved it.
That was fantastic.
Hashtags trending, edits dropping, fans screaming, "Protect the kids," while replaying the tweets 20 times for views. The irony's crazy, but here's the truth. Once you bring someone's child into a beef, You can't clean that stain. That moment made forgiveness look weak. It's the reason why this feud can't heal. Too many words you can't unsay. Now, once the family drama hit the internet, Nicki started reaching for the boogeyman. Suddenly, every tweet had a shadow behind it. Roc Nation this, Jay-Z that. Like, bruh, we talking about billion-dollar chess players and somehow Cardi's name keeps popping up in the conspiracy files. Nicki swore Roc Nation and the industry were plotting against her, boosting Cardi's career, silencing her radio spins, blocking her Grammy moments, all that. Meanwhile, Cardi's sitting in interviews like, Jay-Z let me sample this song. He cool with me. That alone made Nicki's timeline implode. Here's the truth. When artists lose trust in the business, they start seeing patterns that ain't even there. And in Nicki's mind, after years of carrying female rap by herself, it probably felt real. Every time a brand picked Cardi, it looked like betrayal. Every chart that dropped her rank, it felt like sabotage. But Paranoia sells. The fans ate it up. Think Piece YouTube was breaking down Roc Nation vs. Nicki like it's the Da Vinci Code. You think Jay-Z had a Cardi voodoo doll in his office.
You are a black boy in Africa, and I'm not an idiot.
The crazy part? That conspiracy gave both sides an excuse. Nicki could say, they out to get me. Cardi could say, see, they scared of me. And just like that, accountability disappeared. It's easier to blame a label than admit the beef just got out of control. At this point, the Roc Nation angle is just background noise, but it keeps the fire warm, because as long as fans believe there's some big industry plot, nobody ever has to say sorry. They can just reload and tweet again. See, at this point, peace ain't profitable. If they made up tomorrow, the internet would collapse from boredom. That's the truth. Every tweet, every shade, every bar, it's free promo. Cardi drops a single, boom. Barbs hate watch it, views up. Nicki goes live, Barty gang doom scroll it. Comments fly. The algorithm don't care who's right, it just wants chaos.
Yeah, boy.
And the labels, they ain't stopping it. Streams go up, merch moves, engagement spikes. Why end a war that's good for business? The media gets headlines, the fans get drama, and both artists stay trending even when they got no music out. That's what I call a toxic ecosystem. But here's the deeper truth. Neither one can let go because pride won't let them. Nicki don't want to be remembered as the queen who got replaced. Cardi don't want to be seen as the copy who never earned it. So every time one of them starts healing, a subtweet pulls them right back into the mud. And the fans, they keep score like it's a sport. It's not who dropped the classic anymore, it's who won the week. The internet turned beef into a brand identity. So yeah, that's why it never dies. It's not about hate anymore, it's about survival. The feud keeps both names immortal even when the music quiets down. They might not speak for 10 years, but the algorithm will still be talking for them. If this ever gone in, it won't be on Twitter. Trust me. You can't heal a decade-long feud with a Notes app apology and a couple emojis. It's gonna take silence and a whole lot of therapy. Real talk, the only way this dies is if both of them decide money's better than pride. A private sit-down. No cameras, no teams, no entourage. Just two moms, two icons, tired of being puppets for clicks. Maybe even a song together. Not for fake unity, but for peace. But the truth, that collab would break the internet and their fan bases. The Barbs and Barty gang would literally short circuit. So neither side wants to risk looking soft. They'd rather stay legends in conflict than partners in peace. And honestly, that's the tragedy here. Both women built bridges for every female rapper eating right now, but their own bridge burned to ash. If they ever teamed up, the game would change forever. Labels couldn't pit women against each other anymore. The queen narrative would collapse, but that's why the system won't let it happen. Too much profit in the chaos.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Money talk. Here comes the money.
Too much identity tied to the drama. So yeah, what would end it? The same thing that started it. Power. When they finally realize peace is the bigger flex, that's when the crown gets real. Here's what I learned from all this, bruh. You can have all the fame, the plaques, the Grammys, but if you still at war with yourself, you gonna stay fighting somebody. Nicki and Cardi ain't enemies by nature. They victims of the same system. A system that tells women they can't win unless another one loses. Same story, different faces. Lil' Kim versus Nicki, Nicki versus Cardi, and one day Cardi versus whoever's next. But if they ever sat down and realized, yo, we bigger together than apart, that's when hip hop shifts again. That's when female rap stops being a single chair throne and turns into a table where everybody eats. So yeah, the real enemy ain't each other. It's ego. It's manipulation. It's that little voice saying you ain't enough unless they fail. That voice been running this whole beef longer than any tweet ever could. But hey, I know y'all ain't done arguing in the comments. So tell me this. If Nicki and Cardi dropped a track together tomorrow, would you even let them win in peace? Or would y'all still pick sides? If you like this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and check out the video that just popped up on your screen. That one's gonna take this conversation even deeper. I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.